Hey.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to the Skittles&Clink show.
Yes.
Thank you guys for coming back for part 2.
Yes.
We hope that you get your tea, get your coffee, pull up your seat.
Yes.
Get ready for the second part. You definitely don't want to miss this.
Tag somebody.
Yes.
Let them
share,
know.
And subscribe.
Yeah, let somebody else know that we're here. We're in part 2, so they don't miss the
continuation.
The rest of this story.
Yes, very good. Again, if you haven't gotten his book yet, go and get it. No direction, no path. Follow him as well on Facebook and Instagram. Very, very, very encouraging young man. I'm so proud of him.
I know.
Yeah, very encouraging. All right, guys.
Let's get into
part 2.
I deal with identity recalibration and identity temperature. So what that means is, you know you're not a drinker or you're trying to stop drinking. You go out with friends. Everybody else is drinking, but your mind tell you one won't hurt.
I have a son who's going to be 18 next month. And so I'm thinking about peer pressure. I'm thinking about when he with the boys at school. My son's a believer. I believe that there are so many young men who are drawn into, like you said, maybe not peer pressure, but like the bullying.
Doesn't matter what you say, because this is my expectation that I have for me.
For me.
If I'm gonna reach the goals and create what I want to create out of life, I have to hold this expectation.
I promise I'm going home and I'm gonna say, what's your expectation?
Of yourself.
Of yourself. What do you expect?
Of yourself. That's why I'm in awe over here, because
I deal with identity recalibration and identity temperature. So what that means is, identity recalibration is going back to the voice. Do you even know yourself to trust yourself? Because for the adult side of it, you know you're not a drinker or you're trying to stop drinking. You go out with friends. Everybody else is drinking, but your mind tell you one won't hurt. It's always one too many. It's always one too many.
Yeah.
So if your voice is not the authoritative figure, your friends is.
Just have a drink.
Just have a drink.
Just have one. Yeah.
I like how you said that, because think about it. And I have a son who's going to be 18 next month. And so I'm thinking about peer pressure. I'm thinking about when he with the boys at school. My son's a believer. So he don't cuss, he don't smoke, he don't drink, but he go to school with people who cuss, smoke, and let's just be real. He goes to school with people who smoke, cuss, and drink. So the reality is the voice that God has given him, right? God's voice have to be supreme in his ear, right? But it's going to sound like his voice. That's right. It's going to sound like his voice. Right. But he have to operate under the authority of the voice that God has given him. That's right. So I love how you said that, because I believe that there are so many young men who are drawn into, like you said, maybe not peer pressure, but like the bullying, right? Like it's almost like, and then I would just imagine as a young man, like trying to stand your ground against everybody that's saying, this is what we do. Yeah. You're the oddball, or you're you're the this, right? Versus what we're doing to be the cool kids. And they probably don't call them cool kids, but I'm telling my age. I know.
but that goes back to the environment will always be here. Yes. It's the expectation.
Yeah. What do you expect?
What do you expect for yourself?
And I think when you say it like that, I absolutely get it.
I can hold myself to this expectation. Doesn't matter what you say. Because this is my expectation that I have for me.
For me.
If I'm going to reach the goals and create what I want to create out of life, I have to hold this expectation.
I love that.
It doesn't matter the environment. It doesn't matter what you say.
Right. I'll come some going on and I'm going to say, what's your expectation?
Of yourself.
Of yourself. What do you expect?
Of yourself. That's why I'm in awe over here, because I agree with you 5,000%. I think a lot of us come from different environments, but the environment is one thing. Definitely, I'm a social worker, so I believe that people are a product of their environment. But I also believe what you said too, the expectation of yourself. It can make you rise out of what you've been taught.
Right. Because now you're taking yourself out of that environment, and now you're focusing on
it's got to be something different.
Something different.
Got to be something better.
Yeah.
You know, like oh my gosh,
That's good.
To get back to it, identity temperature. I feel like we all operate under a thermostat. And what I mean by that is, you know how you can work and you can strive to lose this weight, and you lose the weight, and it only stays off for 3 months.
You want to let it stay off longer. Yeah, let's see.
Just say it.
But see, that's the thermostat saying that we're operating on 70. You want to rise to 73. This is uncomfortable for me. Yeah. I'm not used to this. It's hot. It's uncomfortable. So subconsciously, you drop back down to what's comfortable for your identity. What I want to do is, when we rise the thermostat with it. So when you get there, you can stay there.
So be that thermostat, not the thermometer.
That's what you said.
That's right.
No, because the thermostat, you have the ability to change them. But when it's the thermometer, it's just product of the environment. Whatever the environment is, that's what it's gonna. You can't change the thermometer, but you can change that thermostat.
Oh, got it. Because the thermostat is what's on the wall.
Well, yeah.
You rise it up to
listen to the down to 6 spot. You know, we get, yeah, okay. Yeah, put it down. So I'm slow. Now, but the thermometer, let me take your temperature. Yeah. It's what it is. Yeah. So the thermometer, it might be super hot outside, but guess what? I'm going to get in that car and change that thermostat. I'm going to get in that car, turn that AC on. I'm going to get in that house and change that thermostat. You have the ability to change that.
That's right.
Okay, next question. How has life shifted for you now that you are a husband and a father?
Don't forget this one, because I like that one.
Okay.
What's that? One of the biggest lessons that life taught me. When you reach the American dream, you have to wake up.
What's the American dream?
What is the American dream?
The American dream is go to school.
Okay.
Go to college. Get a house.
Buy a house.
A doll. A white picket fence. And you live happily ever after. Everything is going to work out.
You got to include Jesus in that American dream.
They don't want to include Jesus.
But we do.
We going to include.
We do it. Because when you get there and you fall through, and you see that the dream ain't really a dream. What now?
What now? That's why you need to have Jesus.
That's what he said. Because when you get there, and we fall through. What now?
You see, like, man, and I feel like that's the problem with the young generation right now, because you've been told these things. Like, this is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And you do everything right. And you follow all the rules and do what you're supposed to do. Right. And you get to the end and it's like,
now what?
Now what?
Yeah. Right.
And life stops.
Because there's no purpose, or there's no, to your point, how you were saying, expectation. Like, what do you expect the next?
What's this?
You just...
All you see is the American dream.
All you've been told about
is
has accomplished the American dream. Yeah.
And depending on where you grew up at, it might look a little different
for different people.
Right? Because if you was renting an apartment all your life, maybe renting a house is the dream.
I talk to older men, and they tell me, like, I went to school and I met the girl and I married her, and we've been married for 15, 16 years, and I did everything right. And now we're divorced. We're not. How does life start now? And you spend so many years trying to recreate the married life for your kids, that you don't move forward because you don't know how to move forward. You stuck in the dream. And I want to make them wake up. You gotta wake up. Can't be stuck in the dream. Gotta wake up.
You can live again.
There's life after whatever life you want.
There's life after all of that.
Yeah.
There's life after that. And I definitely agree. We've just had this conversation.
God didn't make us to just live one type of lifestyle. Why can one person be a carpenter and another person can be a doctor? Or this person can be a lawyer, but this person is a billionaire. Or these person across the seas is touching trillions. God didn't make us to live one life. You can always start again. You can always recreate. You're creating whether you know it or not.
It's so funny you said that because we recently had a conversation with our previous guest. And I think it was Whitney, Prophetess Whitney.
Okay.
And she said, there is life after this. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think.
Or was it someone else that we had? I can't remember which person we were talking with, but it was like kind of like saying we feel like sometimes when things happen, we get stuck.
Because it's what you've always known.
And I think it was, do you know what I'm talking about or you don't?
A little bit.
No, do you or you don't? A little bit.
I feel like, are we talking about, because I know she talked about being married and then being married again.
Yeah.
And this marriage look a lot different than the other marriage look.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And so, yes, I do believe like, you can be going down a road and you think, to your point, that it's the American dream.
Yeah.
And this is what it's supposed to look like. And then you get thrown that curveball.
Right. Something happens.
Something happens. But for you, it was
Johnny died.
Yeah. Right. So now what?
But I think like everybody's story, it can be different. Like the person that you were talking to, they have been married for 15, 16 years. They went through a divorce. For me, I have been married for 23 years. My spouse died. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I think like to add to what you were saying, we get stuck in like, okay, this is how life is going. Right. And then something happens.
Right.
And everything changes. And it can look like, well, what now?
Or it can even look like failure too sometimes.
Good. Or like, you could stay stuck in that of like, why did this happen to me? Well, this isn't what I planned for. And I think for a long time, you can relate. I went through that. I mean, it was like at least a year or so. I would talk to you. Do you remember this? I would tell you, Prada. I've been like, well, it wasn't supposed to be like that. It wasn't supposed to look like this. Like, this wasn't supposed to be my story. I would constantly say that to her. So I think to the person like that you were talking about that was married and now they're divorced. I think so many people go through that. Yeah. Because I look at divorce as also a form of grief. You've lost something. And so people process that differently. Whether your spouse dies or whether, the person gets a divorce or life changes. You could lose someone, something could happen. You could become, ill for a very long period of time. Life changes. And a lot of times we get stuck. We're human. Yeah. But it's trying to create this new life or change up what we've been doing, and that can be hard. It really can. I mean, it can be a hard thing. And I think for me, when I was reading your book, there was a part that when you talked about your thought process from being in that truck for so many hours, like even your thoughts, and it was a lot of times it would be just you in your thoughts. And it really stuck with me because I was like, I couldn't imagine. I think that was one of the things I talked to you. Yeah. Was when you at first started writing the book and you were sitting in a Love, which is a store, parking lot. Yeah. And it was constantly like just the road, your thoughts, and this truck.
Because in our mind, we know if that was us, what we'd be thinking about. Because in our mind, right? Like, it's two voices.
That part.
And you got to make that 5-second decision. Which one you going to listen to, right? And so...
I definitely dealt with some dark parts of myself. I definitely dealt with some dark mindset that I didn't even know I had. Dealing with the concept that I put in the book it took me down some paths, even to some paths that I was scaring my wife, and just trying to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get through it?
Yeah.
And I had to trial and error because if I'm going to be the one to teach it, I need to go through it first.
Yeah.
We talking about that.
Yeah. It's going to hit home first.
Yeah. So, yeah, we talk about that a lot.
I actually went through this. I actually put time in for years developing this.
I love it. I definitely love it. There was a question that you wanted to ask.
I did want to double back. So when you were growing up, who were some of your mentors and influencers, if you had it?
So I grew up in Starkville, Mississippi.
We can't hear you.
I grew up in Starkville, Mississippi.
Starkville.
A small neighborhood called Sunset. One of the rougher neighborhoods in Starkville.
Did you have any mentors?
The people that I looked up to were part of the environment.
Okay.
It was nobody outside of the environment. It was, this is what it is. And I'm okay with it being what it is. And I want to be just like this when I grow up.
Okay. So I need you to talk to the young men, because I think they need to hear what you just said about, this is what I grew up in. I looked up to them because there was nothing else.
I wanted to be the toughest guy in the neighborhood. Like I wanted to be that guy.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was that guy. Like you couldn't tell me I wasn't that guy. And if you told me I wasn't that guy, that would show me I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I was okay with it. I was okay with that. I might end up in jail. What hell? I was okay with that because everybody in the environment.
That's wow.
That was the path. I got friends now that in that position. My brother was in that position.
Yeah.
And I was okay with being the next one in line with being in that position. But, God had a different plan for me. It is crazy how God worked because, I thought I was grown. I thought I was grown. I thought I was a big man on campus. My mama 5'2". I'm 6 foot. I'm thinking I'm grown and you ain't finna tell me what to do. She called them. Police. They came in there and said, pack everything and get out. And I had to go.
Wow.
So now it's summertime. I think I'm thugging. I'm out here. We doing it. It was fun. But then it got cold.
It ain't summertime.
Once it got cold, now you gotta find somewhere to go.
Yeah.
You gotta find somewhere to beat the cold. And now it's serious. So trying to find somewhere to sleep. The place that I'm sleeping in ain't got no power. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm using candles for light. I'm trying to count up my money. I'm hustling with. I'm selling beer out the cooler, out the back of my car. I got a little cigarettes.
He was hustling.
I'm trying to make sure that I can continuously eat when I need to continuously eat because I'm not here.
Right.
And I'm trying to count up this money, man.
And where was these mentors at?
Yeah.
Man, everybody is stuck in the same environment. So how can they show me something different when
they're doing the same thing?
The environment is the environment. I'm not putting blame on nobody. Everybody is living the same pain, more or less.
Yeah. Yeah.
I chose to be grown. I chose to, let my outside influences dictate how I present myself in-house.
I get your mom, but you want to be grown, go out there and be grown.
And she let me be grown.
Yeah.
She let me figure it out, and life told me out the frame. Ooh, life whooped me more than she could ever do.
Wow. Wow.
But so get back to the story, man. I woke up and I thought I was dreaming. I see orange lights flickering. It's smoky. It's like a gray smoky. I'm thinking I'm dreaming. I go back to sleep. God say, get up. I get up. The whole room I'm in on fire. God said, get up. And I was in the room with the door closed. The whole room smoked out. Ain't no way I was supposed to wake up in there. Ain't no way I was supposed to wake up in there.
Wow.
God woke me up, led me to put out the fire after, I don't know, a miracle. And set me down and told me, I let you have your fun. It's either go my way or you go die in this. And I gave God my first yes.
Wow.
And it was so crazy because when you say that, you think everything just turns good. Like life just starts to turn around and things become beautiful.
Yeah.
I went through it. I was sleeping in my car and folks was knocking on my window, laughing at me. Boy, you a fool. Why you don't go home? Can't go home.
Right.
But at my lowest, when I was ready to give up, and I was ready to say, God, I can't just keep going. Like, you got to show me. Like, show me something. So I never forget this, man. I went to this lady house, which we knew each other just from being around, but we wasn't close. And I went there to buy a cigarette from her. And she was like, Cortney, I heard you sleeping in your car. And I was like, man, I'm pretty sure everybody heard about it. They laughing at me.
Yeah.
She was like, Cortney, as long as I got a roof, you can stay here until you figure it out.
Wow.
And I'm like, stop playing. Man, you playing. She was like, no, I'm serious. Man, I went there and I trusted and I put my faith in it. And I went there and I stayed 2 weeks. And after that 2-week period, my daddy God rest his soul, came and helped me get my first apartment.
Wow.
And I got there and God was still working on me because I got there. I got an apartment right across from Mississippi State. Like the apartment here, you can cross the street and you on Mississippi State. And I'm fresh out the hood. I walk different. I talk different. I look different. These kids is looking at me like, are you supposed to be over here? And God gave me my first lesson, which was, if you want to keep traveling on this road, you got to change the way you walk. You got to change the way you talk.
Come on, new creature.
You have to change everything about you. And it was a process. I would find myself in rooms around people and I'd be like, God, we ain't got nothing in common. Why you got me in this room?
Yeah.
And he'll say, just sit and watch. Just sit and watch.
Wow.
And
wow.
I'll be there. And I think that's the most powerful part of it when I look back and think about it. When you can have obedience off your own voice. Nobody is telling me what to do. God's talking to me.
Yes.
And telling me, do this, do this, do this, do that. And I'm hearing it and I'm saying, what you got to lose?
Yeah.
And I'm doing everything that I hear. And my life is changing right before my eyes. I'm not even noticing the change. I'm just focusing on listening to the next instruction.
That's the most amazing thing about God. It don't always come through the way we expect it to. Like I just think it's so amazing. I really do, because at times you're like, what do you mean? Like,
yeah.
But it's so funny because I think last episode you talked about obedience.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
the obedience part of it. Yeah. Wow.
Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Yeah.
I think that it's going to relate to a lot of people. I think that a lot of people need to hear that, right? Because if you talked about your successes where you are today, I would just imagine that growing up, you didn't think that. Growing up prior to all of that, right? You probably would have never thought, well, in this many years, I'm going to be living in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to
tell you this. Speaking on that.
Well, 1 second, because we gotta wrap this up.
Right.
So 1 second, because we want to make sure that the viewers know where can they get your book from.
Definitely.
So before we go, because we definitely we got a time slot, but we want to know where can they get your book from.
So my book is on Amazon.
Okay.
No Direction, No Path.
Okay.
I have a softback copy for $10. Hardback copy is $15.
This is the softback, you guys.
Yes.
Just so you know, these are hardbacks.
Mhm.
Yeah. Also, is there a place where our viewers can follow you?
Yes. So Instagram is No Direction, No Path.
Okay.
Facebook is No Direction, No Path. Follow me. Reach out.
Okay.
Ask me questions. Message me. I'm open to
Speaking engaged.
I was about to say that.
speaking. Whatever you need me to do.
One-on-one mentorship.
Yeah.
That too.
Most
I
definitely.
want to make sure you
Most
guys know he does have a mentorship as well.
Mhm.
So one-on-one, it's No Direction, No Path as well. We definitely want to get all your accolades out so people can
reach you.
Yeah.
Because I've come across mothers that are single moms, and they're like, "Oh, we have son. I just need somebody to talk to my son."
Yeah.
I have a nonprofit also.
Yeah.
So if
What's your nonprofit?
NDNP, which is No Direction, No
No
Path.
Path.
If you want to invest in me, I am gladly taking investment.
I know. That's why I said. That's why I said, "What is this thing gonna look? What does this look
Because
like for you?"
I can't create this dream by myself, and I
Right.
know I can't. But I'm the beginning. I'm the visionary. So
You get you a team.
that's right.
That's what you said.
And
You
that's
said
what
it's
we
gonna start with
said,
a team. A team.
Yeah.
It's gonna start.
And I like how he said that too,
Right.
Lajava, because he talked about different people needing different perspectives.
Yes.
So he said, we've even talked about that. Like if you have a team, then this person may be able to reach that group. You may be able to reach somebody else. So I like how you introduced saying that you have the vision, but you're building a team.
That's right.
Because you can't reach everybody.
That's
right.
You know.
But I think that we have people that are like-minded, right? And they say, well, I can offer this.
Yeah.
And I can offer that. Yeah. So that's why I asked you that question. What does it look like for you down the road? Like if tomorrow you can step into your end, right? I ain't gonna say the American dream because we got something beyond the American dream,
That's
right? But if you could step into that tomorrow, what does that look like for you? So I'm very happy that you joined us today.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you shared a lot that was very helpful, that was very encouraging. You guys, I'm encouraging you. Go get this book on Amazon. Go ahead, take a pause for the pause and go to Amazon and get this book. It's very encouraging. The book is it's so motivational. And I encourage you to get it, not just for yourself, but get it and then share it.
Yeah.
Share it with someone else because you will be amazed at the things that you'll learn in this book.
And I think a lot of people, one thing I'll say, sorry to cut you off.
You're good.
But another thing that I want to just make sure that we definitely let them know about your book, because a lot of the thought process as you're reading it, it's his thought process.
Yeah.
But it's one that I found when I was reading that even me, I've gone through at times.
Yes.
You know, or even like in certain days of my life, I'm like, am I even supposed to be doing this?
Right. Like,
you have those same common feelings, but it's not something that I had enough, I would say, like motivation or enough, like even guts to even say it out loud.
Yeah.
Like I might call my best friend and be like, I don't know why I'm feeling like this, or am I even supposed to be doing this? But to write it in a book and to put it out there about his thought process and the thoughts in different times of his life, it was very, very encouraging.
Yeah, and the vulnerability and transparency.
That's what I was trying to say.
It's a vulnerable. Right.
very vulnerable state, especially for a man, you guys.
Just the point off.
Especially for a man. Like, I know a lot of times I don't like to do this whole gender thing, but we have to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, men go through things too. And I think especially for a man to read this book from a male standpoint, it really hit home for me. And it gave me a lot of empathy for men.
And it was thought provoking. It gave you things to think about.
Yes.
Like you was like, wait a minute. I never thought about that. Even this whole 5-second thing.
Ooh,
I'm gonna take that.
I've never thought about
like I'm not literally that's my takeaway.
That's my takeaway.
5 seconds. You got 5 seconds to make a decision whether you gonna make that good or bad decision.
Yeah.
You got 5 seconds to count up the cost. How about that? You got 5 seconds. And then I think that a lot of people need to hear what you have to say. And I think that a lot of people have a lot to offer you in this journey to help you push it forward.
Push your vision forward, definitely.
I think as women, we can only offer so much, right? But I think that there are men that are on that like-minded. They're like, man, I've been he just said what I've been thinking about.
So true.
And I believe God, and I'm just going to put this out there. I'm believing God that he's going to put you in a place, in a circle of the right people that's going to be able to expand this vision.
Yeah.
I'm believing God for
Me
that.
too.
For you.
For you.
You received that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
But not only that, I think you're going to encourage and help so many people.
Yeah.
So many people. Not just men, not just young men, but you got some old heads.
Yeah.
Some old cats that's sitting up and they still trying to figure life out.
Because they still in that environment.
Exactly.
That's
They
right.
still in that environment.
That part.
So then we gonna pull them out.
It's the book is good. Definitely encouraging, motivational, and it's vulnerable. It's transparent. And I would encourage you guys, please spend the $10, spend the $15, get the book. It's worth it.
Yeah. And it's cheap enough. Get 2 copies. Get one to give away.
Yeah.
Get one to give away for somebody else because they're going to enjoy it too.
Yeah.
They're going to enjoy it too. Oh my gosh, this was so amazing.
Thank you so much. Our first American.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for having me.
A lot, but thank you.
y'all for having me.
Thank you.
It's still kind of surreal. When you think about these things for so long, and how do you get it out to the world?
And well, let's see. It's out there.
It's out there.
Listen, Amazon is all across the country.
Right. It's out there.
We all can have a book tomorrow.
That
or the next day.
Or 5 seconds.
Mine took
Take the 5 seconds, log in and click and get the book.
But mine took 2 days to come.
Did it?
Yeah. This is my second copy. It took 2 days for this one to get here.
She gave her first copy to somebody else.
And did. But that's okay. And that's what we gonna do. Yeah. And I'm gonna go online and I'm gonna give me a couple more copies to pass out.
Yeah.
Because I think that it's important that everybody have this motivation. Yeah, but I took these affirmations and I was like, let me write this on my index card and put it on my affirmation wall.
It's so funny, you guys, because when we would talk, Courtney, and I'll tell you this too. I mean, when we would talk about the book, because we needed to read it.
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
So when we would talk about it, she would be like, did you know this is full of affirmations?
Yes.
And I'd be like, I'm motivated.
But it's perfect for like my season right now.
Yeah.
I'm on these affirmations.
Yeah,
so I was like, that's good. That's good. Oh man, that's good. Like it was encouraging for me. And it was what I needed. Mm-hmm. I ain't no under 25 male, but as a 40-something-year-old woman, it was what I needed in this season.
And I think for me, one thing we had talked about was I'm going through what you talked about was the transition. Mm-hmm. I'm in such a transitional stage of life, and it has been 5 years, but Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right.
From the time that I was 16, 17 to 39, 40, my life was one way.
Yes.
Right.
And then it switched. So yes, it's taken me 5 years, and you will constantly hear me reference my past and my husband that I lost. But I'm on a journey of learning, like, what now? And it hasn't been easy.
But you're going to continue to talk about those things because those are a part of your life.
It's a part of my life. So this book really hit home for me. It definitely took me through different stages, and it allowed me to be vulnerable too, even at my age, and say to my best friend, like, dang,
I know.
I think about this too. You know, so we're so happy you came. We want to encourage you to keep going.
Yes.
You know, keep putting your book out there. Keep putting your story out there, because Courtney, I was surprised. This 5 second thing, that took me by surprise. That's my takeaway too. You guys know we usually have a takeaway. Y'all start takeaway.
Put in the chat. What's your takeaway?
Yeah.
Put that in the chat.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
you guys go to the website,
no direction, no path. Yes.
Go follow Cortney on all of his platforms.
Yes.
If you ain't following Skittles and Clink, follow us.
Follow us, like, share, and subscribe. Please share this with someone. Yes, share this with someone. Share this with a young person, an older person. Share this episode with someone. Our first male guest. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you. Bye, guys.
And we look forward to seeing y'all next week.
Yes. Bye.